Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. You can see I got a little bit of setup that I'm still working on. But let's see. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Thank you for bearing with me, y'all. Okay. Put my red nose on for Red Nose Day. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. Let's see. I can't breathe. That's what my kids told me about this. Okay. Here I am. Here we go. Are you ready? Ready? I didn't put lipstick on, y'all. Oh, wow. Can't have nose on. I'm looking for Disney parents. So hold on. All right. So we're 3 minutes in. Let me see. YouTube. Share the private link. How do I do that? Ooh, let's see. All right. I invited several people, so since I had to change it. And all right, guys, I apologize for the delays, but since I'm more or less talking to myself, it's okay. It is Tuesday, May 17th, and there's just been a lot going on now. And because there's been a lot going on, I need to put my lipstick on. It makes me feel better. So let me do that. And let me do my intro. If you don't know me, but you probably should, if you're on my Facebook page, this is being broadcast to YouTube, my Facebook page for a little while. I'm going to take that off in a little bit. And my Facebook page, the company page, and YouTube. If you don't know what happened today, my son's school did make the news. And a gun was discharged at his school. So, why does it look like the microphone's not working? Do I have sound? Hello, hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? Is it on? I don't think I have sound. Sound check. Sound check 1 2 1 2. Sound check 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me? Oh. Now, can you all hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. I've been having problems with Facebook. Now, can you all hear me now? Thank you. It's working. Sound
hello,
check.
Hello. I've been having problems with Facebook. Now, can you all hear me now?
Thank you. It's working. Sound
hello,
check.
I've been having problems.
All right. Now we're cooking with grace, as my business partner Kira would say. I haven't even told her what happened today. All right. Thank y'all for bearing with me. It's just been a day. It's just been a day, y'all. All right. So, to recap, my name is Tamika C. Williams of Love Inspired Teache. I'm the creator. I'm the Chief Evolution Officer. I am a Walt Disney Elementary Magnet School parent, and we made the news today. We made the news because there was a gun discharged on campus. So let me see what I can pull up for y'all news-wise, and that way I can let you guys know what happened. But I gave you the short version. And it was second grade, I want to say. Which news station do I like? I'll use this one because it's 34 minutes ago. And I will share my screen. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. All right. Let's pause this. Let's unmute it. And let me share my screen. Appreciate y'all taking the time and bearing with me. All right, here we go.
Scary moments at a Chicago public school today. A 7-year-old was grazed by a bullet inside of a classroom. We're told that shot came from a gun brought to class by another student. NBC5's Christian Farr live outside of Walt Disney Magnet School with the very latest information this afternoon. Christian.
Good afternoon, Seth. And parents have a lot of unanswered questions after this incident. The school says it is taking it very seriously, but they left a very important detail out of their letter home to parents.
My son is 7 too, so it's very worrisome. How did a kid get a gun in his backpack and come to school like a normal day?
It is a question that many parents at the Disney Magnet School are trying to answer after Chicago police say a student brought a gun to school.
They didn't tell us anything. It's just floating through that it was maybe like a child, 7 or 8-year-old that had a gun in his book bag.
Chicago police said the incident happened shortly before 10 this morning inside of the Uptown school. Police say the gun was inside of a backpack when it accidentally went off and say a bullet struck the ground, ricocheted, and then grazed a 7-year-old classmate in the abdomen. Parents rushed to the school to pick up and check up on their children.
I couldn't breathe. I drove down Halsted doing about 50, saying a prayer.
I don't know, the thing about gun yesterday, the weekend, gun shootings going all over the country, it's like, this is crazy.
In a letter to parents, the principal talked about the incident that led up to the gun accidentally going off, saying in part, our staff immediately intervened and secured the gun before contacting police. But the letter did not mention that a 7-year-old student had been grazed by a bullet and taken to a hospital to be treated for their injuries.
This is something that is very terrible that's happening in our city, and we want to get to the bottom of it.
Recently, other guns have been found in schools at Ogden High School and in Hoffman Estates High School. Police say the incident here at Disney, they say that student that was grazed by the bullet is listed in good condition. Reporting live here in Uptown, Christian Farr, NBC 5 News.
All right, so that's that. That's the first time I've watched that too. So someone in one of the Facebook groups, parent Facebook groups I'm in, did tell me that it impacted their stomach. So to give you more about my background, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm trying to get people who are closer to this on here. And I'm going to end the broadcast on my personal Facebook page. Okay, guys? So if you don't know, you should go to the Facebook business page for loveinspireteache. There's a private group for the podcast, and there's a private group for the company. But yeah, I'm going to end the broadcast for my personal page. So hopefully I see you guys move and join us there. All right? All right, so that's the first I've seen that. So shout out to Christian Farr of NBC 5. I thought he did a great job with that. It's just a lot to process as a parent. Before I got on this call, I was I was on a different call for my other kids' school. And my other kids' school were planning the school picnic. So I had to try to keep my mind focused on that. But you can see, like, even right now, I want to find out what's going on at Walt Disney. It's just sad. Like, as a parent, you want your kid to be safe, right? I'm looking on Twitter right now so that you guys can see. I'm looking on Twitter right now to see where these articles are at. I'm not even finding it on Twitter. I don't know what that means, but it is what it is, I suppose. Facebook's been blocking certain stuff I've been posting. I don't know what to say other than, as a parent, you want your kid to be safe. You want to make sure you're doing the best thing for your child. If you've watched the podcast before, then you will know I have a healthcare background. Graduated from Duke. I first worked in pharmaceutical sales, and then I worked in investment banking. I was an intern in investment banking, so technically there first, but pharmaceutical sales, investment banking, and then I decided to call off my engagement. So I worked for ICER, and then I worked for, I started my own company, and then I did a few other jobs. But then let's just fast forward. I went into telecommunications, okay? But when I was in healthcare, not only did I work for pharmaceutical companies, I worked for a hospice company. I worked for a long-term care campus. So it had assisted living, supportive living, and SNF, which is a skilled nursing facility. I was sales and marketing, as usual. I was the admissions and marketing manager. I was the clinical, the liaison, the community liaison. I'd have to pull out my old resumes. So when I talk about healthcare, I do have that background. I do have that knowledge. I can tell you EAM for any nicotine, saccharine, caffeine. Those are stimulants. Depressants. Alcohol is a depressant. I did not have a drink today at all. And part of me wants one. My baby's okay. My son is okay. I got calls. I got texts. We opted not to pick up my child from school because the school and the safety team there, shout out to Dr. Riskus, shout out to Mr. Jackson, the campus behavior coach, shout out to them, shout out to their teachers, shout out to the social workers, Ms. Coletti, Ms. Taylor, the office staff, Ms. Pacheco, shout out to them. Kudos to you. Phenomenal job. Thank you for all that you do. Wait till I get to the school. It wasn't my pickup day today, but I sure was ready to go over there. I have to give them a huge thank you because my child is safe. And the other parents I talked to said it was one child too many that got shot. I'm part of Chicago Parents Collective. I'm part of a kindergarten Facebook group, private Facebook group. I did Walt Disney's Career Fair Day. There was a judge there. There was a former, oh my God, I feel awful. I can't look up his name. He's an attorney and his wife works there. She's a teacher there. And then they connected me with another parent whose kid had my son's kindergarten teacher. And it's a great team at Disney. They just got to check. They just got to check from, is it a state representative, I want to say? Check Walt Disney's Twitter. I think they put it up on the Twitter. I think it's Walt Disney CPS. My son is okay. My baby's safe. I haven't talked to him. Haven't heard from him. He has a sync up watch from T-Mobile that we got for free at the Milwaukee Auto Show. But I haven't talked to my baby. I will talk to him after I'm done with talking with you all. But I just needed to share about this because shootings in schools shouldn't happen. And I mentioned to you guys, if you caught one of my quick lives, Pete Vargas of Advance Your Reach during the pandemic did this awesome thing called the Rise Up World Challenge. So feel free to join those groups. They have awesome free events, free things that that show up. So it's important for y'all to know where to go for resources. And I really do want to show you guys a clip from our recording with Shonie, but honestly, it is available in the private Facebook group called Lighters of Love Inspired Teach E. It is a safe space. It is a safe community. The comments are private there. So you can see Shonie, the MMA fighters, world-renowned, Hall of Famer, brought his awesome MMA belts to to my home and we recorded a podcast, and I'm not showing that right now. I could probably show you guys like maybe a little clip, but I'll be honest with you. I'm just like, I'm sad, I'm tired, frustrated. I feel a little numb, if I'm going to be honest. Just a little numb because the world has gone absolutely nuts right now. Absolutely nuts. There's a gun went off at my son's school today. Really? Like, why? Why would something like that happen? Where my child learns, where they should be safe, you know? It's a shame. And I don't know where that podcast is. It's somewhere. And I have it saved, and I can switch over to it after this. But I feel for the parent of the child that was shot. I feel for the parent of the kid who brought the gun to school. You know, parents are mad right now. They're angry. They're upset. Like, why did you not lock up your gun? I understand that you are permitted to carry a gun. I understand that you have the right to protect your home. I understand that you may have had training on how to use that gun. Perhaps you even taught your child how to use a gun. However, why did your child bring a gun to school? Why? For what purpose was that gun there? It makes no sense. And so luckily the kids were unaware, at least my son's classroom kids were unaware, but oh my dog, I'm sorry y'all. Just like the support dog now. But the other great thing is that we have a strong community at Disney, and also I lost my train of thought because of the dog. It happens. What can I say? Lilia, you made me lose my train of thought. I think I was talking about being licensed to carry a gun and concealed carry. I know people that carry guns. I mean, I know cops. I know people who work security for CPS. I know teachers. I know social workers. I know plenty of people, right? This is Chicago, big little city. What's critical here is that the child was not taught proper handling of the gun and where appropriate spaces are to bring guns. So now my concern is my son going to have metal detectors at his school next year? And everything in me is screaming, God, no. That's not going to help the kids feel safe. Everything in me is screaming, Columbine shooting, Pete Vargas of Adventure Reach, Pat Quinn, who teaches you how to tell a story braid, they were able to get that under control, but it's happening more and more frequently. Why? Why is this happening in our schools? Why can't our kids feel safe? Oh, so that's right. I was saying my son's teacher said they had a conversation because the kids were noticing a lot of their classmates were getting pulled out of class and parents were picking up early and there was some kind of hubbub. And she said in her classroom, the kids felt better and safer after they had that conversation. So I know that's going to occur in the coming days. I know that we're all researching right now, trying to figure out what happened. The kids at Lurie's Children's, is the press going to respect the privacy of the children? I'm doing my best not to drop names of parents and other things because we're all processing. We're all trying to take a deep breath. So for my birthday, I didn't put the necklace on. I wore my diamonds because that's my birthstone. But I was given this amethyst necklace and crystal set, clarity, balance, inner healing. Amethyst is thought to be the stone of protection, believed to bring calm, balance, patience, and peace to the wearer. So let's talk kids' mental health. Your kids need to have a conversation with you. You need to have a conversation with them about what happened. This is a nice thing that I got, Earth Elements Anti-Aging Facial Massage gift set that I got from one of my favorite places, Smoky Smoke Shop on Halstead, but I use it as a gift store. You can use it for however you want to use it. But let me get my facial massage on as a parent. Third eye, y'all. And then I use this to get these. Oh, the knots are definitely there. So for your kids, what you should get is a squishy. My kids have tons of squishies. Maybe they have them all with them. I only have the adult squishies. I thought I was prepared. Like I said, y'all, I had a meeting before this. I had to remind myself to eat. Make sure your kid's eating. Make sure they're sleeping. Make sure they're getting their rest. Reduce their screen time. Talk to them about what happened. We say real talk. In different communities, have real talk with your child. And then, oh no, dropped the new iPhone. This is something that I got. Sorry for walking away. But this is something that I got at the career fair. Society of Actuaries. Some parent gave this to me. So get them squishies. This one's like for people who are strong, but the kids really love the squishies. I'm going to pull up another website that was shared with me by the behavioral health team at Disney. And I ordered some things from there. And they just had a contest. This is it, I believe. Yes. So I will show you guys this website. It's called diversityintoys.com. It's a woman-owned shop. And here we go. I'll show you this awesome stuff. Awesome stuff, awesome sauce. Oh, guys. Bear with me. Too much technology sometimes. I appreciate the patience. Lilia, please get away from there. Please. My dog probably wants another walk, but I did take her for a walk today. That was helpful. To walk my dog and get outdoors and get some fresh breath. I also recommend the Calm app. It's one of my favorite things. So there's that. I sometimes feel like people don't want me to talk about what's happening. But we have to. We have to do it. Really. Alright, so there's that. That's done. I need to see what's going on here. Just bear with me. Continue to bear with me. I appreciate y'all so much. So I need to switch it to the switch it to. So you guys aren't able to see this though. So you guys aren't able to see this. Sorry if there's any echo. I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see it. Sorry if there's any echo. I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see it. Sorry if there's any echo. So I need to switch it to the. All right, I think I finally got it together, y'all. I don't know why the sound is not coming through properly. I do apologize. Technical difficulties. I wanted y'all to be able to see this. So what I'm gonna do is make it smaller. I don't know where that sound is coming from. All right. So let me get back to what I was doing. Lilia, please, I'm gonna have to put you away. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to get my dog. Pardon me. The joys of being in a home studio, I can get up, do what I need to do. All right, I'm back. I apologize. I truly, truly apologize, but hopefully you've been enjoying looking at all the toys. And I'm gonna make it so that I'll. All right, I figured it out, guys, so I apologize for that. But anyway, so for the kids that were impacted by this, what I'm trying to show you is diversity in toys. It was shared with me by the Disney Behavioral Health team, and they had some recommendations for me. Specifically, I was getting my son a Chewy pencil top. This featured product right here. And they just recently had a contest, but they have the Munchables chewable pencil topper robots. They also have, there's a lot of really cool stuff here. I should show you guys my cart. When the stuff comes in, I will show that to you. But let me just go back. They've got a lot of great products. I picked out stickers that were about diversity. They can do custom toys, art supplies, and accessories. These are their favorites. Hopefully that makes it so you can see it a little better. Good Night Lab. I think I wanted to order that. I started to, but I kept having problems with my cart. But check them out. They do stuff for professionals. I shared it with some of my friends. And yeah, so I'm just trying to catch my breath, keep my breath well. So like I told you guys, I use the Calm app. It's something I got for free from my former employer, but I do have available. I think they usually give me 5. I can share it with guest passes. I have 0 of 5 used, unlimited access, but you do have to provide a credit card. So if you're interested in that, Calm app. I love this app. You should have, if you check out Love Inspire Teach E's Instagram page, you'll see different things there. So for your kids, you want to meditate with them, get them the squishy toys. Meditation is good on a schedule, daily affirmations. Alexa does an awesome job with, Alexa came on. Alexa, daily affirmations. Alexa, daily affirmations.
Okay, here's affirmation generator. Here's your affirmation. I execute my plan and produce expected results.
Hey, did you hear that? I execute my plan and produce expected results. I execute my plan and produce expected results. There we go. So you've got all these great resources and tools. Make sure you utilize them. As a Chicago public school parent, going to the website is critical. Getting to know your administrators is critical. Get to know the team. Understand how safety works. Protect the children, but do know at the beginning of the year, you do sign off whether or not you'll release the school to share pictures and images of your child. I used to work so that one of those campuses that was long-term care that I talked about, there was a daycare that was part of why I wanted to work there, because there was a daycare on campus and employees could put their kids in the daycare. I was supposed to market for that too. I had a lot of things I was supposed to do for that job, but my primary focus was the SNF skilled nursing facility. So when COVID hit, I was so glad I didn't work there anymore. But as far as the kids, the daycare director would put little stickers on their faces. So you'll notice some of my pictures. My daughter has stickers on her faces for anything, my webpage, my websites, my whatever. That's a total separate issue. But the kids are all right. I want you to know, as a parent, our job is not to panic. It's not to be like, oh my God, let's go hide. The world is nuts. No, take your kids out to do fun things. My kids and I went to Starved Rock this weekend. Do you know how completely relaxing it was to be in nature, to smell the fresh air, to see the green trees? You don't even have to go to Starved Rock. You can go down the street to Chicago Park District. You can go to the lake. Well, be careful by the lake. Chicago in the summertime when it gets hot, people and their attitudes and their liquor and everything. But let's protect the mental health of our kids. So I always talk about a nonprofit. You guys know I applied to be a Chicago Urban League Impact Fellow. So they have tons of great resources. I feel like I should show you guys their website. They even have a summer camp, immersive STEAM camp coming up. The other one I will recommend is NAMI, National Association for National Alliance for Mental Illness. I used them when I lived in Milwaukee and I got hit with my baby getting taken away, and I was utilizing their services, but I was too afraid to share it because he was using everything he could against me. Let me share. All right, let's look at this. Okay. So this is the Chicago Urban League website. Click here to donate. Opportunity, community impact. That was huge. As far as me applying, how was it going to impact my community? You can learn about the Urban League itself. I've worked with them in the past. I've worked with the Milwaukee Urban League. Mark Murrell was someone very important. I haven't followed in a while. As far as the programs, there's the center. Youth Services Center. Let's check that out. Workforce Development Center, Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, Housing and Financial Empowerment Center, Impact Leadership Development Program. But let's check the Youth Services Center. Okay, hey, look at our community. In August of 2020, the Chicago Urban League combined its Center for Student Development and its Human Capital Center into one department designed to meet a range of youth needs. So they have several programs: Empower Youth, partnership with Lyric Opera of Chicago, GIFT stands for Growing in Fortitude Together, Project Connect, mentoring program for high school juniors and seniors and first-year college students, Project Ready Middle School, Project Ready High School, Project Ready College Scholarship Program, Trades Instruction Program, TIP, youth ages 12 to 19, Urban Youth Connection, mentoring, violence prevention, intervention, academic and recreational enrichment program. For parents, Parent Empowerment Program, National College Access Network, Illinois College Access Network. They're members of these organizations. So this is a resource available to us. All right, so we're going to go to NAMI. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. So let me share that. Just in case. NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Illness. This is their website. Seeking Helpline volunteers, you can donate to them. Support and encourage Mental Health Month. Let me click there. Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental health is an incredibly important part of our match deadline is May 31st. The Hartford is matching gifts to NAMI up to a total of $200,000. Give today and see your gift and impact doubled, okay? View the latest. Missing the early warning signs. That's a blog about early signs of schizophrenia, personal stories, news, register for NAMI, ask the expert. From the CEO, early intervention can save lives, videos, NAMI's support groups, a safe space. There's a lot here, guys, for the kids. So if you feel like, let's watch a little bit of this. If you feel like you need more resources, reach out to me at Tamika at loveinspireteache.com.
I don't think that mental health is prioritized enough for service members. We struggle. We definitely need more help in that department. I don't think that it's taken seriously enough. And I think that a lot of the time, that's why the suicide rate for service members is very high. They don't necessarily feel like they have the outlet to get the help that they need. My name is Nasira Robinson. I am a veteran, and I live with
Win at work by communicating effectively with Grammarly. Meet Todd. He is emailing a difficult client.
I don't think that mental health is prioritized enough for service members. We struggle. We definitely need more help in that department. And I found that it was a struggle for me. And I think that with me coming on the ship with a lot of like internal things that I suppressed, I think that it really kind of started to get louder and louder to me as I was on the ship alone. Spending 147 days without seeing a port, most of the time without a lot of light, natural sunlight, because I'm working most of the day. I don't get off work until, I'm
gonna switch videos, y'all, okay? I'm switching to from silence to recovery, clicking on watch video. So any parents who need resources, these are some great websites to visit. And I do want to leave a little time to give you a snippet.
In the Black community, culturally, we do not talk about mental health, period. It is not something that I feel like is important necessarily to the Black community. We kind of feel like, cry in the dark, get over it, and keep moving. Now, like within my generation, we are a lot more mental health savvy and a lot more mental health friendly, talk about your problems, but it's still a stigma that we need to really break.
As Afro-Latino, growing up here in America, in this community, when it comes to mental health, we don't talk about what that emotion is. We don't talk about where it's coming from. We just, why are you sad? Why are you angry? Why are you this? Why are you that? There was never a process. A lot of times it's when we do start to talk about it, we're always, at least from my perspective and my experience, we're always demasculated, right? We're always belittled. We're always shamed because why are you feeling this way? You had no reason to feel this way. Well, I just scraped my knee up and I want to cry. Why can't I cry? Oh, you're not being a man. You're being this, you're being that. It's definitely something I want to change in my lifetime, change the perspective on what mental health means to Latinx and also in the Black community as well.
For me, growing up, I have always seen it as something that's what we don't talk about. If someone is dealing with depression or if they're dealing with anxiety, you almost would beat it out of them, right? And so you would get in trouble for things that we cannot control. And what I'm starting to see now is that we're relearning that those things are not okay. We're starting to see now that actually going to a therapist and talking to them is actually more helpful than what we grew up knowing, which is, getting a switch or something like that, more so rather than talk it out. You don't talk things out.
Families struggle silently together. Individuals who struggle with mental illness struggle on their own in an attempt to cope or to overcome the challenges that they face. And so breaking through that stigma, and it's not a stigma necessarily about mental illness per se, but in our community, it's been a situation of, oh, this is just something we don't talk about. We know it's there. We know that a family member may be struggling, but we just don't talk about it.
In the Black community in the church, some things are not going to be spoken on the pulpit. Suicide, they don't talk about sex. They don't talk about gayness. They don't talk about mental health. Okay? They don't talk about drug and alcohol. Right? I'm writing my dissertation on mental health in the church, and particularly in the Black community. Now, I know I'm going to get some pushback and feedback, but at the same time, it needs to be said, it needs to be done, because there's pastors out here that's killing yourselves. But we're not talking about that. You got people in the congregation that's going through this secretly, but you're not talking about that. You're sitting up here saying you can pray anything away. I'm disabled. And you know how many times a pastor prayed over me and I'm still disabled?
I was one of those kids that was always listening to grown folks' business on the steps of my house. And my grandmother and my mom one day, and I think an aunt was in the kitchen, and they were talking about one of our neighbors who they said was having a nervous breakdown. As a kid, I didn't know what a nervous breakdown was. And I thought, this neighbor was always friendly to me. She taught me how to bake lasagna. She told me how to make cookies and even taught me and my sister how to knit and crochet. So I was really surprised when they were saying that she was running down the street and she had a breakdown. Later on, I found out that she had a mental health condition, but it was something that people didn't talk about.
All right, guys, so I'm going to stop it there, and I'm going to encourage you guys to engage. So what that means is I need you to like, subscribe, hit the bell, as my kids would say, comment, share. This is very important to all our communities, people of color and Caucasians, Europeans. We all go through this. So when it comes to our kids and their mental health, you need to understand that kids absorb everything. Like, they may not know all the details behind it, but if you put it in their language, use their language. Sometimes I struggle to speak properly because I'm dealing with a 6-year-old, so I speak at the 6-year-old level. And sometimes I'm dealing with a 9-year-old, and sometimes I speak at the 9-year-old level. But then I encourage them to meet me where I am and speak at my level. And my daughter, for one, is very well spoken. She's been that way since she was about 18 months. At videos of her counting, her enunciating her words. And she was around a lot of adults. She was around a lot of the Filipino side of my family. Then my son, he does not enunciate as well. He does not speak as clearly, but he observes all around him. He absorbs. So bear that in mind. Check out these organizations to encourage engagement. I do have some prizes. Oh, I didn't want to forget. This is a book that my grandmother gave me, my Cali grandmother gave me. Some of the stuff that's happening mentally to us is institutionalized. I tried to talk about that on the In the Zone podcast. In the Zone podcast will be airing tomorrow. Check out In the Zone podcast. I met this person, I think when I lived in Milwaukee. But this was his gift to me. I was very blessed when I lived in Milwaukee. I met a lot of amazing people. We need to talk about these things. I'm Forever Duke. I'm in the Elevate program with Lisa Nichols. She encouraged us to do this. Every evening I sing to my kids, You Are My Sunshine. You are my sunshine, my darling sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't ever take my sunshine away. Can you tell I've sang that song a few times? Love yourself. These are awesome. It says C. Jane Work. I got these from Office Depot. Been keeping my house clean with my wellness products. My fingers have been very dry, but this is botanical, pre-moistened. I think it said thyme oil. So keep your house clean. And to what she spoke about in the video, sometimes crazy just might work, but that doesn't mean someone's not going through something and they don't need your help. So if you need help and you engage on the website and you like or share, first person to share, I'll give you the $5 Starbucks gift card that still hasn't been sent out. What else do I have? First person to comment on the YouTube page. I got something for you. Hold on. The cold Starbucks cup. I'll let y'all have that. The first person to comment on the Facebook business page, I'm going to give you I got good stuff here, guys. Hold on. Hold on, I got good stuff here. This is something you can do as a family. 6 photo gallery family pack puzzles. All right, and then I can come up with prizes for days, but I need you guys to know that this is important. And hopefully in the next 6 minutes, what I can do is share with you. I'm hoping Shonie's page I can get up. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me so you can see the podcast. Shonie's page. Shonie Carter. Let me see, where did he go live? Yes, this is where he went live.
Yours, though.
All right, so let me get this up. You can get the behind the scenes. This was shared to my private Facebook group. I've got 5 minutes. I'm trying to respect y'all's time. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Talking about just I can't hear. Because how can you not believe we could have sometimes help well?
Okay, that's okay. That was.
You know, after college, I decided to be a blue pusher instead of going to banking because I was an economics degree, and I was like, yeah, do blue, that other blue for that company that paid me some money. Anyhow, back to you. I'm sorry, because that was the nerd in me. It was like, yes, healthy wellness, metabolism, yes, let's do it. So I do want you guys to meet Mr. Shonie Carter. Or we make the people with the big butts look good, and then the kids do. Either way it goes. We know. So, aren't you afraid of getting seriously injured? I mean, you just told us all these injuries, but I guess those weren't serious. So explain it to me.
Well, okay.
Because I think concussion is serious. I just have to share that, especially because my brother Kyle had a lot of concussions, and the football players they'd be fighting about it. And
Right.
So just explain it to me. Right, you got it.
I'm okay. Comically serious.
Me, I mean, I was somewhere in this line of questions. What says you? What more is there to you besides the fighting, besides MMA, besides getting beat up and some people who just live outside the line?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm doing an art show in Chicago in May, June 19th.
June 19th, Juneteenth, y'all.
Juneteenth.
Father's Day, Juneteenth, my grandmama's birthday, mama's birthday, y'all. She gonna treat you margin when she feel better. But Juneteenth is an important day. It's the art show that they come to the art show.
It's at 1528 North Halsted, and that's at Chicago MMA. I'm also in the midst of working on a documentary on my life and career as a Homo sapien XY chromosome carrying child of God. And
aren't all men that?
I'm trying to say.
Some of them want to be non-binary.
I'm staying away because I don't want to stay away.
Somebody might get me and you. I'm sorry, my bad. I was interjecting when I shouldn't have. My bad.
I will.
I was seeing this word.
Anatomical biological science.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I'm doing a talk show, filming pilot episodes of a talk show.
What was it talking on a talk show? And actually, you've been on reality TV.
Oh my God. It's okay. I've done Dr.
I have to say, I keep getting distracted by his glasses because I'm like, I want these. I know. That. I'm sorry. Anyway, reality TV.
Reality TV. Okay.
He's distracting me with all his hardware.
Right. So, I did Dr. Keith Abel, and he's like the generic version of Dr. Phil.
Generic?
Well, no, I'm saying alternative. Right.
Alternative. Okay.
Alternative. Then I did Jerry.
He was the mayor. Y'all do y'all know that? Some of y'all should have known that. The nasty natty. My roommate is from the nasty natty.
Right.
That college. He's my roommate.
Yeah, I understand. Mm-hmm. So I did that. I was a defendant on.
Defendant?
I was a defendant on Judge Mathis.
Mm-hmm.
I won.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Yeah. So I've done. All
right, so I'm gonna stop sharing and get into closing. Just closing thoughts. Our kids need us to be honest and transparent with them. We need to speak in their language. We have many tools and resources available to us. Make sure you ask Alexa. Just want to make sure. Nothing, Alexa. Google. Ask Bixby. Use your Xfinity remote. Go to your local library, Chicago Public Libraries. Ask your family members. That's a huge resource. My network, my team, my son's dad works in the education system. His stepmom works in the education system. His auntie works in the education system. His godmother is a social worker and behavioral analyst. Use your network. His other godmother's mom is a former principal. Use your network. Do that for your kids. Let's love on them. Let's take care of them. Let's wrap our arms around them, but do not panic them. Do not instill fear in them. Give them strength. Give them pride. Give them security, and the kids will be all right. So I appreciate y'all so much for watching tonight. Thank you for bearing with me through all my technical difficulties and running the show solo. I wasn't able to bring another Disney parent in. It's a lot to manage on your own. Please, I encourage you to engage so you can win some of the prizes. I'm true to my word when it comes to those prizes. Ask anyone who knows me. If I missed it, tap me, figure out how to get a hold of me. Go to the website. There should be a phone number there. There should be an email there. I just got an iPhone, so all y'all she want to have the best, thinking it's the best iPhone users can get a hold of me, but I'm Team Droid. But I got an iPhone for the business because y'all like the expensive stuff where they take all your data and mine it. But I got it. I got it. I got to get that wallet thing. But I love y'all. Love Inspired Teaching. Our vision is to hit 1 million people, touch 1 million people with the philosophy that we can love each other, we can inspire each other, we can teach each other, so we can all evolve to a better place. My title is Creator and Chief Evolution Officer, Creator and CEO. My business partners need to sign that paperwork. Cannot be the sole person running the show anymore. But we love y'all. We're just here to help. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on Snapchat. Did I say Twitter already? I'm not on Tumblr anymore. Not really. We're out there. You can find us. Pick up the phone. You never know. Have a wonderful evening. I love you guys. Have a great night. Be safe and take care of one another. The world needs more love. Have a good night.